The music is on, the strings are ringing, and you are tuned into the show right here on Shaw TV. My name is Matt Carter. Thank you so much for spending your time with us. Episode number 104. Our musical guest right in behind me right now, we have Jim and Jeanette, a.k.a. the Owl and the Pussycat. Not to be confused with Josie and the Pussycats, which is our cameraman Howie Hennessy's favorite band. But anyhow, these guys are going to be about to be your favorite folk duo. We're going to talk folk music a bit later on and hear some songs as well. Also coming up on the show, now if you, like me, ate way too much over the holidays, but you don't want to give up eating because that results in dizziness and death, you'll definitely want to eat smarter instead. Kasey is going to talk to, she's going to talk and walk food and wellness with the funkiest and most stylish catering duo from these parts, Christina Stauffer and Sarah Bingham from Food Inc. Events and Catering. Now, we love, of course, to bring you stories of good people and good organizations doing great work out there, helping others. So we're going to introduce you to a Nanaimo church doing good work in support of Nepal. Shay is going to find out more from Marantha Pastor Barry Hansen. Now, Lewis, speaking of good people doing good work, she's introduced us to Tammy Fisher, who's taking the charge on some very important work, some serious work, helping disadvantaged youths and abused women overseas, and coming from a very strong story inside. You want to make sure to stay tuned for that. As well, Lewis is going to keep his music connection going by checking out the Nanaimo Folk Connection. Not to be confused with the Nanaimo Yolk Connection, which is a Extreme breakfast group. Extreme breakfast group. Anyways, no, the Folk Connection, in all seriousness, it's a regular folk music series that's been around Nanaimo for a long, long time. So incredible history, incredible stories. To find out more about this musical treasure, we'll chat with the Folk Connection, Sue Averill. We're also going to check out how distance technology is helping in the field of medicine. The Vancouver Island Health Authority is on board with an award-winning telehealth program that allows patients and healthcare providers to sort of communicate and share monitoring data. Brian's going to chat with telehealth specialist Lisa Safrick from VIHA to find out how the program all works. Now, our magic man, of course, Michael Berends, he is back with another magic moment with Michael. It's kicking off. It's going to be a magical year, this whole 2016 thing. Brian, he's here also to tell us about a very cool cross-cultural celebration. It's the 9th annual Robbie, Berends, and Chinese New Year celebration. Surely to feature some haggis wontons in there somewhere in a celebration of the Chinese year 4714 and Berendsy's 257th birthday. We'll talk with organizers Lloyd and Swan McElwan, and we're also going to have a featured dance performance from the Flowers of Nanaimo as well. And hey out there, Nanaimo families, the city, hey, they're putting forth some activities for you to get active and also have fun in a build up to Family Day in February. So how can your family get active and win some prizes? Nanaimo Recreation Coordinator Deb Beck is here to tell us how. And Deb's actually been on the show for a number of occasions, always does a great job. So we took advice from the Beatles that said, get back, get back, get back to where she once belonged. So, I think that's the first thing, so thanks, Raymond. But first, anyways, we want to start the show not with a whimper, but with a roar. And you're going to find out exactly what I mean by that right after our flashy intro graphics. You are watching the show right here on Shaw TV.
Happy New Year! Welcome back to the show. It's a great time of the year to start to set new intentions, and those of you who are business owners are maybe wanting to take your business to the next level. So you'll be interested to hear from my next guest, Leah Silver from Roar Representation.
Hi, Shay. Happy New Year, everyone.
Yeah, so tell us about Roar. Oh, and you are nominated for an award.
Yes.
BC's Best Concept. So tell us about your concept that got you nominated.
Definitely. So my company, Roar Representation, is a semi-finalist for Small Business BC's Best Concept Award. And it's all about what we do and how it has impact. So Roar is revolutionizing the landscape of business communications for small businesses. So what we do is allow small businesses to focus on what they like to do, get rid of all that other junk that makes them stressed and busy, and that's the speaking side of their business. So we do all interpersonal communication that a small business needs. So we go to trade shows, conferences, we do the networking. Essentially, we're taking large-scale brand ambassador style campaigns and making it accessible for small businesses. So, you know, we all know that cell phone companies that are out there canvassing and doing really exciting experiential marketing, well, now that those sort of projects are accessible for small businesses through Roar.
Awesome. And this is brand new for you. You just started in June of past year.
Yeah.
And what got you interested? What helped you decide to launch Roar?
Totally, yeah. So we've been going for about 7 months now, and my background is in communications and event planning. And I've always sort of been drawn to event planning, but honestly have hated it for pretty much every minute that I've been doing it, because I'm not a logistics person. I don't want to be behind the scenes. It's not what I'm good at. I want to be up front. I'm a spokesperson. I want to be in the spotlight.
Are you like a Leo?
Yes, exactly. Well, I'm
lion?
not actually. My sign has very little to do with what I do, but at sort of the last event I did at my previous work, it was after the event, and I was feeling kind of bad about it, thinking, you know, it was fun what was happening, but I did all this work for nothing. And sitting down with my folks, and they said, well, what is it about event planning that you love so much? Why do you keep going back to it? And it's the event day. It's being there, getting to interact with all the different people there, being in the spotlight, being the spokesperson. So I decided that that's all I was going to do from now on, is do exactly what I want to do, which is this part. It's the talking and the telling stories and interacting, and doing that for different businesses who that's not what they want to be doing.
Great, yeah, because some people, they get into business, but they are shy or not.
Really?
And I was looking at your website, which is fantastic, by the way, and you have some great testimonials and say about you being, I mean, you can tell you're very dynamic, engaging, and passionate about what you do.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
what brings your passion to what you're doing?
You know, I think it's really about, we all have specific things that we love, that we're good at, and they're all different, right? That's what makes humans so interesting. It's what makes business so interesting, is that there's something for everyone. For instance, for me, I hate bookkeeping. Well, it's a good thing there's a whole bunch of numbers people out there that I can call to do my bookkeeping for me. What drew me to representation and communication services is that that's what I love to do. That's where I get that feeling in my stomach where I'm like, oh yeah, like, this is fun, this is exciting, I want to do it. It causes a lot of fear and anxiety for people, and that we don't need any more of that in our lives. We're busy enough, we're stressed enough, so if I can allow business owners to focus on the parts of their business that they love, so they don't get bogged down into it, then, you know, I'm making business community better and brighter, and I get to have fun while I'm doing it, which is a bonus.
That's a great service. So if you're a business owner and you get nervous and shaky about getting out there and talking about your business, go ahead and give Leah Silver a call and look out to see whether she wins the nomination at the end of February, right?
Yes, keep your fingers crossed. In February, you'll hear.
Thanks so much for being with us. And now we're going to go over to Kasey with some very colorful food and people.
Thank you. Hi, I'm here today with Christina and Sarah from Food Inc. Events and Catering. These lovely ladies are here today to talk to us about how you can take some of your traditional, typical, really unhealthy type appetizers we all probably ate way too much of over the holidays, and turn them into some much healthier, much better choices. Save yourself a few calories. We're going to come back later in the show, and I'm going to put these girls through a workout. Yes, I am. Even with good food choices, we still have to burn off those calories. But before we get to that, I want to talk about Food Inc. That's kind of an original name.
Yeah, well, Christine and I became really good friends based on our two passions that we have in common, food and ink, hence Food Inc.
I love it.
So that's who we are. We put both of those things together and we've become Food Inc.
Excellent, and I think you brought some food to talk to us about today.
Yes, we usually come with food wherever we are. You can either see us eating or cooking something somewhere. So
It's a good thing it's healthy.
I just did some veggies and dip. Might as well get a lot of veggies into our system since we've probably been binging on maybe some shortbread over the holidays. It's really simple. I mean, these guys are really cute.
They are.
And we just did a yogurt and tahini with a turmeric dip instead of like your regular mayonnaise-based dip, which would be a lot more calories.
It looks very yellow. That is very bright.
That's from the turmeric in there, which has a really interesting flavor and a lot of health benefits. So it's a bonus on that
I
end.
love it. And you brought something with you, Sarah.
Coconut crusted prawns that are baked, not fried. So once again, you're cutting a ton of calories just by baking them instead. And they're in a sweet coconut curry sauce. So this is delicious as is, or over a bed of brown rice as a main dish.
Excellent. I look forward to sampling when we're done. Yes. And we'll be back and we'll work off these calories in a little while. Thank you, guys.
Was in 1886 near a lake called Shawnigan. Sir John A. Macdonald drove the last spike in. There an old stone monument monument still stands to mark the day. The Esquimalt and Nanaimo run went rolling on her way. Victoria to Courtenay, they ran 4 trains a day. For workers and the families, the and she pays. The loggers and the mining men, they took the train both ways. Some gambled on the smoking car, trestles, some did pray. They didn't need to worry about flat tires or breakdowns. Trains ran up and down Island, meeting in Nanaimo town. Victoria to Courtenay, they ran 4 trains a day. For workers and the families, the and she pays. She carried freight, fresh vegetables and milk, a service for the farmers and the townsfolk in their silks. In every situation, she sped folk on their way. Emergencies and holidays, those trains ran every day. Victoria to Courtenay, they ran 4 trains a day. For business and the families, the and she pays. We need our train to stay, a service for the island folk, or moving here each day. Go park your car, come ride the train, join us if you choose. Let's all promote our island train, let's put her in the news. Victoria to Courtenay, let's run 4 trains a day. For business and the families, the and she pays. Victoria to Courtenay and Port Alberni too. For tourists and the families, the and for you. For tourists and the families, the and for you. E&N Railway.
Great stuff there. The Owl and the Pussycat singing about the old trains, keeping our train of thought going. Thank you guys so much for coming on to the show. Welcome.
Thank you.
All right, tell us a little bit about the impetus. Now, I personally would love to see train service back on the island.
Yeah.
So is that sort of what drove the composition of the last song?
Absolutely. We've been playing songs to keep our train on the island since before the passenger service stopped. And that's largely because of insurance problems with the trestles, you know. So we need to put some money, and federal money, hopefully, provincial money, whatever, into our infrastructure and keep our train going. You know, even third world countries have a train. It's much the most efficient form of transportation, as I'm sure many of you know. So let's keep it in our mind and support the Island Corridor Foundation, which I think now owns the tracks at least, so hopefully they'll stay.
I want to ride a little train up to the mall when I want to go shopping.
Yeah, I thought a little train running down from the bus station and around downtown Nanaimo, a little tram, I think we could call it, a little free one, and people can hop on and off with their groceries and their toddlers and so on, go back up to the bus station.
You can hear these. You can hear this song in the Folk Connection on the first to throw in a little.
And of course, the train station is right next to the bus depot. So hey, what could be more convenient?
See, what I'm getting out of this here is that the folks who play folk music have a real sense of sort of social justice through running through a lot of the songs. You say that's sort of true?
Well, it's basically the history of the people, wouldn't you say, Jim?
Yeah, it's the history that the big guys who really write history, they want to make the bad guys look good, because the bad guys are rich.
Whoever wins.
So they always lie, but the folk songs, they never lie. They always tell the truth about what really went on.
Exactly, yeah. And now later on, we're going to talk to Sue from the Folk Connection, talk more about music, and have more songs from you guys. So again, thank you very much for being here. Thanks. And looking forward to some more great songs.
Absolutely.
And I love the 2 flutes as well. That's pretty awesome. So. All right, so to quote another great musician, Mr. Bob Seger, the immortal Bob Seger, I think I'm going to go back down to Kathmandu. It's really, really what I want to do. And with that gaze over to Kathmandu in Nepal with a local perspective, I'm going to throw it over to Shea, who's got a bit of a story for us right now. Shea, over to you.
Thanks, Matt. Yeah, with a lot of large events happening in the world, it's easy to forget about what happened in Nepal last year with the big earthquake. But with me today is a gentleman who hasn't forgotten, and he has a huge heart and a huge passion for bringing relief to Nepal, which is desperately needed, I understand.
Absolutely.
So welcome, Barry
Thank you.
Hansen from Marantha Church. And yeah, please tell, I'm interested to know, how did you get so interested in Nepal? What pulled you there in the first place?
Sure, thank you. Yeah, we have a friend who's been living there for 21 years and in contact, and we've been supporting her, helping her to be there. She works with a number of different non-governmental organizations, a lot of them working with children's homes, people who are involved in human trafficking prevention and support for people who have been rescued from human trafficking, and different types of organizations, poverty relief, things like that. And so we wanted to go and see her and help her and kind of be a part of what she's doing there more directly. And so we went there and spent 4 weeks with her in the fall of 2014.
Right, so that was even before the earthquake happened.
It was before the
right?
earthquake, yeah.
So then the earthquake happened, and you had already had plans to go there. And so you got the idea to bring relief there. And
Right.
yeah, tell us more about how that came about and what specifically you did.
Sure. So after our first trip, we made a plan. We wanted to go back. We made some good connections. We met people that we want to continue to invest in and help and support. When the earthquake struck, that kind of changed our plans. How can we help? So immediately we began to do some fundraising to send some emergency relief aid. We raised over $20,000 just to help with the emergency aid, corrugated tin for the emergency shelters, food, clothing, those sorts of things. And then made a plan to, when we go back in the fall, how can we help in some of the reconstruction efforts?
Right, and I understand you have some pictures from your trip there. So let's take a look at some of those now. So there's a picture of the children. I don't know if you can see them.
Yeah, so that was one of the villages we decided to target. We met a fellow when we were there the first time, and so we decided to work with him in his home village and to take some supplies. So we took a few supplies from Canada that we couldn't get in Nepal, and the rest we sourced in Nepal, school supplies, some local t-shirts, and so we brought a gift package up to the village to each child, very
beautiful
remote.
Children,
Yeah, lovely, and some school supplies from sporting equipment for the school. And you can see their picture of some of the earthquake devastation.
Yeah.
That's typical. That's how they do their construction. The majority of the homes in the villages just crumbled with either the first or the second earthquake.
Right. Yeah, I understand that the impact was very devastating.
Absolutely.
And a lot of relief came initially, but there's still a lot of reconstruction, rebuilding required, right? So there's still a lot of work to be done. And what are your plans for moving forward?
Yeah, so the reconstruction part, it's really in the early stages of that. One of the organizations we worked with, they've already rebuilt one of the schools in one of the villages. In this particular village, we've targeted it, so the school needs to be reconstructed. There's a children's home there were 7 children in this village that were orphaned, so we've been helping to reconstruct construct a children's home. And so we're raising awareness, raising funds to work with the people on the ground and to actually take a team back there to help hands-on in some of the reconstruction efforts with a team of skilled workers. So.
Great. So if your heart feels called to help out, please get in touch with Barry and visit Nepal and send them your love and attention. Thanks, Barry.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
And we'll throw it over to the Flowers of Nanaimo. Let's see this beautiful dance.
And that was the Flowers of Nanaimo, who are entertaining at the Robbie Berends Day Chinese New Year event on January 30th. We'll hear more about that later in the program. I have with me here today Lisa Safrick, who is a home telespecialist, sorry, and you're with VIHA, Vancouver Island Health, or Island Health.
Yes.
And we're going to talk about the home health monitoring program for people who've had heart issues.
Correct. It's for people who are living with heart failure to help them feel supported and feel well in their home.
Okay. Now, this is a typical kit. Who are the people this is targeted for? These are people who are referred to you by physicians?
Physicians do refer to the service, but also people can self-refer. They can just contact their local home and community care office. But it's a service available for anyone who has heart failure. So when the pump isn't working quite as well as we'd like, this is a way for you to learn more about your heart failure, as well as to recognize when you need to treat help. So it helps connect you with a nurse while you're in your home.
So this is a typical kit that you would give people. It's got a blood pressure cuff, a monitor for your
oxygen
levels, and a tablet.
Yes, yeah. So what happens if when you're interested in the program and you would like to receive this support in your home, the nurse connects you up with this. It gets installed in your home. You don't have to do anything. 60% of our clients are actually 80 and over and have absolutely no problem with the technology. So in the morning when you get up, you would touch your tablet. It would take you through a program of measuring your weight, your blood pressure, your oxygen levels. And then it takes you through a series of questions that help you recognize where your heart failure is at for today. Do you need help today? Has your weight gone up? Why might that have happened? All of that information is sent to the nurse, takes a look at it, like if your weight has gone up or you're more short of breath than usual, then the nurse will contact you because she'll get some alerts on her computer letting her know that your heart failure maybe isn't too good today. And the nurse is also always available for you if you have questions. So you learn more about your heart failure, you learn how to live with it, and you learn how to live well.
So the purpose of the program is actually to take out the visit to your local physician out of the equation and just have that, and you contact the nurse online or by phone?
I would say the physician's still an important component of taking care of your heart failure, and we never want to leave them out. They're essential. But what it does is allows you to have that information in between the visits to your physician. So now you're getting that direct feedback. So if you're checking your blood pressure and pulse all the time, but those numbers, you're not sure what they mean to you, this way you're going to get that feedback from the nurse. And the nurse also sends your information to your physician so that your whole team is supporting you in managing your heart failure.
So what that does is, I guess, save the healthcare system a lot of bother with visits, and it actually helps the patients because they don't have to get up, go out to a physician's office. Yeah. This is staying in their home and just contact by phone.
We've been running the program for about 2.5, 3 years now, and what we're showing is 50 to 70% reductions in people having to go to emergency departments, hospitals, staying in hospital, and that's huge because people don't want to be in hospital. They want to be at home and feeling well, and they want to have some understanding and some control over their heart failure.
Well, that's great information. We have up on screen your email as well as the information number for people to contact Island Health and get themselves into this program. If you have had heart issues, make sure you contact Island Health and get involved in this home health monitoring program.
We'd love to help you.
Wonderful. Let's throw it over to Lewis, who's got somebody here from the Folk Connection.
Thank you very much, Brian. And I'd like to say that my wife, Louise, is an appreciative recipient of VIHA's kind services, and we're very much appreciate what they do for her. So tonight I have with me Sue Averill, who's with the Nanaimo Folk Connection. Welcome to the show, Sue. It's great to have you on.
Thank you, Lewis.
So the Nanaimo Folk Connection has been going since 1993, is that true?
That's right. Every third Friday, first of all, throughout the year, and then we started to take 2 months off in the summertime. But other than that, it's been going continuously since then here in Nanaimo. And we like to refer to it as Nanaimo's best kept secret.
Okay. I've been to a couple of your folk coffee houses. It's at the Lutheran Church.
Hope Lutheran.
Hope Lutheran Church, yes, there, yes. It's a very good event. And so how did it all get started, tell me?
Well, my then husband Laurie and I, who are a folk music duo, decided that it was time there was coffee house in Nanaimo. There had been coffee houses here before. When we lived in Victoria, we would come up and see if there was any, but inevitably they only lasted for a certain length of time and then went defunct. So when we took over Celtic Capers in 1993 at the Pleasant Valley Hall, we decided we were going to try and keep it going. Fortunately, I have a lot of connections from different areas of Vancouver Island plus the mainland. I've been involved with folk music since I was 15, and believe me, that's a lot of years. And I know a lot of people in the folk tradition who do a lot of this kind of music. So I've been able to get features of a really high caliber here in Nanaimo, and we've built the audience over time. And I have to say, too, that your musicians tonight, Jeanette and Jim, are two of my most stalwart volunteers. I have volunteers at this coffee house that have been with me practically since we started the coffee house. And without them, and a now deceased lady named, who was Helen Martin, we wouldn't have been going this long. But it's because of the people and because of the kind of music that we do.
Can you talk a little bit about the kind of music? If a person that would go to your coffee house, what kind of music could they expect to hear?
What they would expect to hear in our open stage is any kind of music that is acoustic music. Anybody who wants to is welcome to come in, if there's room, in our coffee house at the early part of the evening and do a 3-song open stage set. And so you might get any kind of music there. Our features, however, we've kind of narrowed down a little bit to acts that are in the folk tradition and demonstrate a good rapport with the audience. There's lots of reasons why we call ourselves the Nanaimo Folk Connection, and connection with the audience is a big one.
Who were some of the performers that you would stand out in your mind that played at your event?
Oh my, we've had Ken Ham. For one thing, we've had a lot of big name type people, and we've also had some people who are well known locally. We've had people from the Victoria coffee houses from the mainland. We've had people who run festivals, for instance. We've had John and Rika from the Traditional Society now in Princeton, and they have come out. They were with the Vancouver folk song for a long time. And so people like that.
Now, that sounds really good, and makes me want to go back myself and check it out again. Now, if people want to participate in your coffee house, they want to volunteer with the Nanaimo Folk Connection, how would they get a hold of you?
Just come to the coffee house and talk to us. We always have lots and lots of need for people to help us to get the word out.
And where is it again? The Hope Lutheran
It's at
Church?
Hope Lutheran Church, which is 2174 Departure Bay Road, right behind Brooks Landing Mall and beside Solaire School.
Thank you very much, Sue. It's good to have a fellow folk musician on the show, and I appreciate very much sharing this information with all of us.
Thank you, Louis.
Greatly appreciate it. And now I want to throw it over to Michael for one of his magic moments.
Hey everybody, we're back here, 2016, first magic moment of the year, right here on Shaw TV. Today we're gonna have a little bit of fun, and I have my buddy Matt over here. Hey Matt, how's it going, buddy? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Good to see you.
Glad to be here.
Good to see you.
Glad to see you here.
Well, thank you, thank you.
Glad to see Raymond even.
Glad to see Raymond. Glad to see everybody out there too. Hey, you know what? We just got past the holidays and everything else, and I've been doing a lot of traveling. I've been a little frazzled, and I've been screwing up a lot. So today, I brought something. This says emergency use only. All right? Right there, emergency use only. We're gonna use this only in an emergency, if I screw things up. Very, very good. So Matt, I have a deck of cards here.
Yes.
And all the cards are very different. Very, very good. This is what I'm gonna get you to do. Just gonna give it a cut, and I want you to reach in there, grab a card, any card you wanna pick. Yeah, any card you wanna. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. You can put that back. Matt, very, very easy. All you have to do is just take any one of those.
Any one of those?
Yep, free choice. Free choice of all free choices.
All right, I'm going for that one right there.
Very, very good. Okay, you got it?
Yep.
Take a look at it. Show the camera. I don't want to see.
the camera? Okay, all right.
Very good. Actually, better than that, hang on. There we go. We have a marker. I need you to take this marker, take the marker, and what I want you to do, don't let me see it, sign the front of the card.
Oh, okay.
That's the number side for me, Matt. Very good. Let me know when you're done. You're done?
Yes.
Okay, right underneath that, just put your Visa number.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding around. Okay, we're going to take this card. We're going to bury it in the deck, just like so. Now, this is where the magic happens. It's my job to try and find your card. But today, it's actually your job to try and find your card.
What?
I know that sounds weird. This is what we're going to do. We're just going to give us a little bit of a cut, just like so. Looking good, huh? A little bit of a cut like that. Looking nice. Okay, this is what we're going to do. You're going to find your card.
Okay.
I know that this sounds weird. Watch this. I'm just going to run through. All you have to do is touch any card, and it's going to be your card.
Okay.
So if you screw this up,
if I screw this
it's your
up,
fault, not mine. Here we go. You ready? Here we go. At any time, touch a card. That one?
That one right there.
All right. Take it out. Slowly show the camera, and it's your card. That's not it? Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm serious.
Okay, here, give me that. Let's try that again, Matt. You have to give me a chance. It's been a while.
Okay, yeah.
All right, do me a favor. Just touch anyone.
That one?
Anyone. Take a
That one
look
right there.
at it.
That one right there.
Okay, show the camera. That's not it?
It's not it either. No.
Great. Oh, but 2 kings. It's a pair.
It's a nice hand.
It's a good hand.
Yeah.
But hey, this is cool because you know what? Today I brought along my little box, my little emergency box. And inside is one playing card. I want you to take a look at this because we're just going to take it. And I want you to take a look at this card, Matt.
All right.
Only card. And hopefully we get it right. You ready, Matt? Let's take a look. For the camera. There we go. It is the 7 of clubs. It's on there. You can show that to Raymond.
See, I didn't even sign my name. I signed Ray's name just in case.
That was really, really close. Really, really close. But we made it.
Wow.
Thank God for the little glass box. Wow, that was great, Nat. Got me out of trouble. All right, thanks, buddy. Happy New Year to all of you guys, and have a good 2016.
Wow. Big round of
All right.
applause, ladies and gentlemen. Michael Berends in the magic moment. That was something else. Wow. Anyways, astounding stuff when you're watching the show right here on Shaw TV. We're halfway through the program. So far on the show, we've met Speaker Leah Silver from Roar Representation. We talked food with Food Inc. Events and Catering, owned some fine music with the Owl and The Pussycat, also representing the Nanaimo Folk Connection. And they did want me to mention, I'm happy to do it, also representing a big shout out to CHOY 101.7 FM, Songwriters Circle, many great programs. Raymond, he's got a show, I've got a show, we're kind of biased, so happy to mention CHOY 101.7. Anyways, about the show, we also learned about the support for Nepal that's being put forth by Nanaimo's Marantha Church. We saw a big dance celebration, Flowers of Nanaimo, founded about telehealth programs in Vancouver Island, and just astounded right there with the magic card work of Mr. Michael Berends himself. Coming up on the show, of course, we have lots more music. We're going to hear the incredible story of volunteer extraordinaire Tammy Fisher and her heartbreaking yet inspiring work she's done overseas. We're going to find out about the City of Nanaimo's Family Challenge activities and get back to exercising with Kasey and the Food Inc. crew. But first, I got to tell you, a pretty good evening in my books would be a night of Chinese food and Scottish beer. But there's actually been an event that's sort of been a cultural mashup just like that for many, many years. We're very, very happy to highlight it. So, Brian, I'm going to pass it over to you right about now to sort of give us a little bit of information on what this event is all about and how the two cultures are represented. Brian, over to you.
Okay, thanks, Matt. And I have with me some people who are here. I have Swan on my right and Lloyd McElwan, who are with the Chinese Cultural Society. And
no, we're not.
Oh, actually,
we're independent.
We're independent. Okay, so you're here to give us some information about the Chinese New Year and Robbie Berends, the event, which is on January 30th?
That's right, yeah.
Good. And it includes the entertainment like the Flowers of Nanaimo dancers who were just here. As well, you even got a lion dance.
Well, that's right, Brian, and in fact, here they are right here.
It's coming.
Okay, and the lion dance is going to be part of the entertainment as well that night?
Well, that's right, and Jackie Lee will be doing the lion dance. They do the lion sword dance, which is something that we created about 4 years ago just for our event, where they sort of combine the Scottish sword dance with the lion dance. And that's what the whole event is all about, is combining Scottish culture and Chinese culture. Of course, I'm Scottish heritage and Swan is Chinese. And we have a number of things. We do the address to the haggis. This year will be in 4 languages, all the great languages of the world, and that is Robbie Berends talk, or Scottish, Mandarin, Cantonese, and this year, French. And they're going to be doing an address to the haggis poutine.
So what other entertainment's included in that evening? It's as you said, It's on the 30th at Bowen Park.
That's right, at Bowen Park, January 30th, starts at 4 p.m. And we start off with the Brigadoon Dance Academy, and they do Scottish dancing. They're young girls, aged from probably looks like about maybe 5 or 6 all the way up to 16. And they do various Scottish dances. Then we have a lion dance with Jackie Lee. And we have pipe and drummers come in, and they perform, which, you know, kind of blows the roof off. And it's just, you know, just everybody loves it. Then we have the piping into the haggis. And as I said, this year we're going to have 4 haggises being piped in, and we have the dress of haggis. Then we have a buffet, which is combination Scottish and Chinese. In the Scottish, we have things like haggis wontons, which are Chinese wontons, deep fried with haggis in them. Neeps and tatties spring rolls, which are potatoes and turnips, right? The traditional Scottish.
That's a great fusion of food.
Yeah, no, it's great. And the thing is just to have a great time. Everybody comes and just enjoys themselves and has a good time. Nice entertainment, good entertainment. The Flowers in Nanaimo, I mean, they're great. They've been with us. This is our 9th year. They've been with us all 9. This will be all 9 years, and they're just great. And we're going to have Chinese singers. Last year we had Chinese and English Old Lang Syne, singing Old Lang Syne in Chinese and English, and that kind of thing. So the idea is to take the 2 cultures and fuse them. And
good. Now, if people want tickets, because they're watching at home, how would they contact? They would contact you at your email that's up on screen, as well as they could contact you by phone, and that number is, I think, 250-729-9948 or 9048?
Either number. So 250-729-9948 or 729-9048. Either number.
Great.
Yeah.
So if you want to get to this event, which sounds like just a very unique event, one of the must-dos in January, please, let's go to that.
We must do it anyway.
Okay, let's throw it over to our entertainers again, the Owl and the Pussycat.
Hey now, if you're going fishing, you'll need a hook and a line. Need a place to go and a tip or 2 to court. You'll need the time. There's one more thing you're really gonna need. You can't beg, borrow, buy, or wish. It's a little bit of that good luck that helps you get the biggest fish. So my friend, you're planning on going fishing, give some money to the nearest street musician, 'cause it's good luck to give money to a street musician. That's true, it is. And if you are a swinger out here looking to score, you'll need some bucks you can blow and a big fat shiny car. It helps to have you a cool customized panel truck, but to find the one who's right for you, you're gonna need a little good luck. So my friend, you're looking for some hugging and kissing, give some money to the nearest street musician, 'cause it's good luck to give money to a street musician. Can't emphasize that point enough. And if you're a businessman in the world of high finance, with a yen to see the director's chair beneath the seal of your tailored pants, gonna need to know who to blow away and when to suck up. But to claw your way to the top of the heap, you're gonna need a little good luck. So my friend, if you're looking for a high position, give some money to the nearest street musician, 'cause it's good luck to give money to a street musician. And if you're a secret agent, need a real good gun, you better have an escape route just in case you have to run. And there's one thing you'll need to keep yourself intact, a whole big bunch of that good luck to help you to bring it back. So my friend, you're a secret agent on a mission, give some money to the nearest street musician, 'cause it's good luck to give money to a street musician. It's a extra special good luck to give half your money
Half your money
to a street musician.
Thank you very much, guys. There's a lot of truth in that song. Give money to a street musician, and it'll all come back to you one way or the other. So our guest tonight is a woman with a very special story to tell. Tammy Fisher, in her own words, has been to hell and back. And not only that, she has, by the grace of God, been enabled not only to do that, but to turn around and help other women who've been what she's been through to come out of it. Tammy, thank you for coming and welcome onto the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
So now you've been through a lot in your early years.
Yes, I have.
Suffered a lot of abuse of different kinds, but you've been able to get out of it, turn around and help other women. What was the turning point for you in all of that?
Well, I think I hit rock bottom and was in an abusive relationship and needed to get out, and ended up in church with my parents and met God and randomly heard, or not randomly, but heard the audible voice of God, and it changed my life, and finally got my life back together and started getting the pieces of the puzzle back, and then wanted to do something with the pain that I'd went through to help other women know their worth and that there is hope in life and they don't have to be stuck in the pain and the cycle of abuse. And so with that, I decided to head over to Australia, and what I thought was 6 months turned into 10.5 years of humanitarian mission work, where I was in Thailand, mainly focused, and was working with women in human trafficking. And so there I was able to share my story with these women who are faced with abuse on every day of their lives, and was able to give back and give hope. And we met this one lady, Tick was her name, and she shared a story. We decided to raise money to take the women out, and so to treat them to a night, because the men would take them and abuse them, and so we wanted to give them a night of fun. So we would treat them out for dinner and take them for a massage and just get to know their stories. And this one woman, she shared how the first night on the job she had been beaten to a pulp, and the man beat her so that you couldn't see it, and as she shared her story, my heart just broke, and I knew that I wanted to continue to do this for the rest of my life, to help these women know that they're not alone, and to be a voice for the voiceless in a way. And so I've stayed in touch with this lady, and it was about 5 years later, she finally told me that she got out of human trafficking, and so is living a full life without abuse.
That's inspiring, Tammy, and you're to be congratulated for that kind of work. It's a hugely important issue. We hear a lot about it, what happens to these women overseas, and it's heart-wrenching.
It is.
Thing. And to meet somebody who's actually doing something is a privilege.
Well, I wanted to give back. I mean, I took in for so long and just wanted to give back, and to have a life of purpose. And so to see another human being actually understand that there is hope and there is life, and you can work past the pain of abuse and grab a hold of life. And yeah, it's been inspiring, and I want to continue to do it for the rest of my life.
So what are your plans for the future as far as this kind of work goes?
Well, I mean, I would love to take teams of people to Thailand to help the women and to raise money to help these women get out, as well as raising awareness here. It's in our own country, and I would love to just continue to give women self-worth.
So if there's somebody who's inspired by what you say, would like to talk to you more about that, could they do that?
Yeah, very much so. Very
well,
much
then
so.
They have the information how to contact you will be on the screen. So,
Perfect.
Tammy, listen, I want to thank you for joining me. I wish you had more time, but at least the people got a sense of what you do. Thank you very much for coming. A pleasure. Yeah. Great. Well, I'd like to throw it over to Brian.
Thanks, Louis. I have with me here Deb Beck, who is one of the recreation coordinators with Nanaimo Parks Recreation and Environment. And we're going to talk about the Family Fun Challenge and Family Play Day. Family Day is coming up February 8th, provincially as a recognized day. But Deb, what's going on with the department in terms of the Fun Challenge?
Well, as you know, after Christmas and with the dreariness of our season right now, we find that we need to kind of have something to bring families back together again and give them things to do together. So we have this Family Fun Challenge that is a way of getting families to play together and just give them ideas on what they can do and give them chances to get out and enjoy their family time together as a lead up to our family day. And what you do is you want to go to one of our rec centers and pick up one of these family challenge sheets. You're going to cut them up into a bunch of little squares, and each square is a little activity so that you can have your kids pick out an activity for the day. And they are everything from giving each other a superhero name and calling them by that superhero name all week, or making up a handshake and using that through the week, or doing an indoor snowball fight, or fort building and sleeping out in the living room overnight like you're camping. So really fun activities to do with the family. And on the back, you want to put your name and your number, and you want to return that to Bevan Park or the Aquatic Center, and your name goes in for a draw. We had this amazing family fun pack that TD and Canada Trust have put together for us, and it's full of things like games and books and puzzles, and including a 3-month family rec pass. So it's got a value of about $500. So we want families to come, pick this up, take it home, do some of the activities. You don't have to do them all, but do as many as you can. The more that you do, the more chances you have to win. And let us know about it. So take pictures. Send pictures to askpre@nanaimo.ca, and we'd love to see you doing some of these fun family things together.
Your families, and I'm a grandparent, can I take my granddaughters out and
Yes,
do something?
definitely.
And then we fill out the sheet, little slip of paper, drop it into the box at the Aquatic Center or at Bevan Park?
At Bevan Park, yes. And our prize, if you're curious to see what the basket looks like, is at Bevan right now, so you can go have a look at it and see all the fun things. And our draw is going to happen at our play day. And our play day happens on the Sunday, February the 7th, from 9:30 until 12:30.
Okay.
That is our family play day, and our theme is superhero. So be a superhero for the day. Dress up like your favorite superhero. We've got just fun activities from 9:30 to 12:30 up at Oliver Woods, and activities such as our bouncing castle, tumble bumble. We've got Pacific Sport doing games in the gym. We've got the library is going to be doing stories, puppets, arts and crafts. We've got a superhero training center upstairs. You can try and hone up on your superhero tasks and stuff.
So for details, they can contact you, and your number's on the screen, or the main information number, or go to nanaimo.ca for details about Family Play Day at Oliver Woods. We're going to throw it over to Kasey and some exercises.
All right, well, we've got these ladies warming up. We're just gonna get them into a nice big march. Got to get those heart rates up a little bit before we can get them working out. I want to talk another second about Food Inc. You guys are more than just a catering company, yes?
Yeah, we're way more than a catering company, actually. One of our main ideas for opening a catering company was to start our own YouTube channel and get our own cooking show. So we're actually on YouTube, and we've got 3 episodes so far, and another one coming out next week.
Awesome, look forward to watching that. All right, let's take this into a squat and a shoulder press. So we're gonna squat down, and as you come up, you're gonna press your arms up over your head, squatting down into both heels. You wanna squeeze those butt cheeks as you lift up. Now, if you wanted, you could have some dumbbells in your hands. Any weight that's just gonna make that workout a little bit more. We are trying to burn calories today because we've been talking about all that bad holiday eating. So we don't wanna stand there and do bicep curls. We wanna do big movements that use as many body parts as we possibly can. With that being said, let's try some burpees. Everybody loves burpees, right? All right, girls, let's try 5 of them. Down you go, out, in, and up. That was bound to happen. Out, and she still got it figured out here. There's 3. Excellent. Give me 2 more of these, you guys. I know. That's a shame, isn't it? Somebody lucked out of that one.
Thanks,
all right,
Kasey.
Can we try some jumping jack squats? You can probably just hold on to that.
Sure.
So legs are wide. Another awesome exercise makes the jumping jack just a little bit harder. Let's go down, bring it together at the top. Sinking into your heels, stick that butt out. You always want to keep that nice upper body posture. That's going really well. We'll just focus in on Sarah as she continues to do her squats. Awesome. All right, we're gonna go into our last exercise. We're gonna take this to a step back lunge. So just step forward a little bit so you've got some room to step backwards and then up. And we're gonna alternate legs. That's it. Down into your heel, driving up with that butt cheek. Tummy muscles are engaged. Breathe in, exhale up. You're gonna be here for a second, so I just wanna know.
How many?
Is there anything you wanna talk about while you're lunging? 'Cause you're here for a
Yeah,
bit.
totally. We have a calendar. We shot a calendar, which was a ton of fun. And there's a recipe for every month. There it is right there. And yeah, we're selling them at 5 businesses in town. And it's to help us produce the YouTube shows that we do, you know. And it's a little fun calendar, and you can cook along with us every month.
Yeah, and we're working with a great local filmmaker in town, Raymond Knight.
Excellent.
So, you know, we want to pay him. And it's a lot of fun.
So where can people find you? Talk to me about...
Oh yeah, so we're really big with our social media.
Did I say you could stop lunging? Go ahead, that's okay. Talk to me.
So mean. So look for us on Facebook, follow us on YouTube, subscribe to us, and check us out on Instagram. We're all over the place.
And I'm thinking that Matt was probably really bad over the holidays. We saw what he did with the pizza last time, so you're lucky you came in when we're out of time.
The only thing I was lunging for was the beer in the fridge, unfortunately. So I need to watch you guys, and so great to hear about, again, matching up cooking that style with video, and really glad we get a chance here on Shaw TV to help you guys out, get the word out about the upcoming.
Thanks for having us.
Exactly, the beer. Yeah, again, Kasey, thank you again putting this together. Christina, Sarah, thanks for being here. And now I really thought also with the whole matchup of sort of exercise, working out, and food, I had to go back and remember some of my favorite activities of that. So like the stir-fry walk. The stir-fry walk, you know, the sweet and sour cricket balls. You know, that's a good one there. When you're going around the gym and that citrus training. All right, the old clean and jerk chicken is a big one. The turkey leg press, it was a classic one as well. The old bicep curly fries, you know, good one with the burger. Spaghetti squats, all right. The cardio vinegar workout, nice one. Track and field mushrooms is really good. Bamboo shooting, you know, when you have your gun there. Synchronized swimming in gravy, which was pretty much Todd likes that one. The 100-meter mash is a really nice one, potatoes. Row your beat is a good one there. When you're at parties with me, someone's always hiking the punch. And finally, if you're going to put all that together, you're going to do the fryathlon. Fryathlon. There's all your food and exercise combinations there. Thanks to all of our guests and all of our hardworking volunteers and staff in front of the cameras and behind the scenes. A huge thank you to Mambo Pizza, speaking of food, for feeding our very, very hungry crew. Hey, you can find more about this show on Shaw TV on Facebook. Check out our Facebook page, facebook.com/The Show on Shaw. Check out previous episodes of the show as well on YouTube. And hey, if you have an event, cause, demonstration, or more you'd like to bring to the show, well, just drop a line to our executive producer, Kate Bergen, at kate.bergen@sjrb.ca. And if you want to volunteer and be part of the crew here on the show, drop a line to our volunteer coordinator, Melissa Hall, melissa.hall@sjrb.ca. All right, time for me to move out of the way. A little bit more music for you from the Owl and the Pussycat. And since we're talking food, let's have a song called The Veggie Dip. Finish off the show right here on Shaw TV.
This is dedicated to all the square dancers, so think animation. In D, grab your partner, nab my date, step to the music, circle up bait, hot tamales, bean poles hip, doing the veggie dip. All join hands, circle left in time, accelerate, you're doing fine. Tomatoes roll away with a half sachet, doing the veggie dip. Add some salt and spice and oil, no paso that vinegar roll, clover leaf for a bit of zip, doing the veggie dip. Now mix it up, he's yours, she's mine. Element left, squash down that line. Swing your cucumber, promenade mine. Doing the veggie dip. Pepper it up with a partner trade. Let us head to the right, we got it made. Pull beans out, give a shout, yeah. Doing the veggie dip. Add some salt, spice and oil. Don't pass out that vinegar roll. Clover leaf for a bit of zip. Doing the veggie dip. Tomatoes in the middle with the mayonnaise, cucumber sway in a half sachet, toss that salad at the end of the day, doing the veggie dip. Carrots cross over, round we go, peas promenade back home, you know. Give your tomato a little squeeze, doing the veggie dip. Add some salt and spice and oil, don't pass out that vinegar roll, clover leaf for a bit of zip, doing
the veggie dip. Bow to your partner's corners, all doing the veggie dip. Hey! Hey, good dancing, you know.